Welcome back to my Eminem album tracks rank series. Recently, Eminem released his second greatest hits album, Curtain Call 2, and many of you know that I'm not the biggest fan when it comes to music, except when Eminem's involved. When he releases an album, which is now, of course, usually by surprise, I'm downloading it as soon as I can, and then I'm purchasing the physical copy of the album as soon as it becomes available on Amazon. So after listening to all these tracks on this new greatest hits album, and then revisiting all of Eminem's major studio releases, it got me thinking. You already know that I've ranked all of Eminem's albums on this channel before, which I'm going to do again because there's going to be some changes, but I've never ranked each individual album. So I decided to start a series here on YouTube. Every Friday I've been taking a random Eminem album and then just ranking the tracks on the album from my least favorite track to my favorite track, of course, not including skits. This week, I'm going to do an album that I have underrated, and I think it's Eminem's most underrated album, depending on who you talk to, and that would be Kamikaze. Before I give you my ranking of the tracks that are on Kamikaze, a few things you should know. This is going to be my personal opinion. We are probably going to disagree. I highly doubt anybody's going to have the same ranking as me, so be respectable. Leave your ranking in the comments section. If you're a fan of the channel and a fan of Eminem and you want to help me with the YouTube algorithm, even 5 more likes certainly go a long way. So make sure you smash that like button. Share the video with whomever you want. Put this video on any one of your social media platforms. Don't forget to leave me your ranking in the comments section. You can let me know what you think of the next album I'm going to rank, which would be the Marshall Mathers LP, that amazing masterpiece. And then, of course, after I'm done with that, I'm going to be re-ranking all of Eminem's albums because there is a change. If you want to leave me your ranking of all of his albums ahead of time, please do so in the comment section. And then, of course, last but certainly not least, I definitely want to grow the channel even more, so don't forget to hit that sub button. You're watching the video anyway. Subscribe to the channel, join the team, show your damn support, and be a part of something special. Alright, what you've all been waiting for, the ranking. Just so you know, I'm not going to go into details. I'm going to name the track and maybe 10 seconds of information about why I chose that track for this spot, just because I don't have any notes prepared in front of me. And if I do that, I could literally talk for 45 minutes long, and people will watch 5 minutes of the video and then turn off because they want to watch the next video in their subscriber feed. So let's rank the tracks on Kamikaze. Again, my opinion, and for the most part, I think this album is an underrated masterpiece. I've underrated it myself over the years, and now I truly know how great of an album it is. There's only one song that at the moment I truly don't like on it. Maybe my opinion will change, but I don't know. It's an annoying song. So my number 11 is Nice Guy. I don't know much about the artist that sings on the song, Jesse Reyes, or maybe it's pronounced something else, but I find it very annoying. It's my opinion. I know the song probably has a deeper meaning, but I just get really annoyed with that. And of course, that person is on another track, and we'll talk about that a little bit later here. So Nice Guy, my number 11. My number 10 I initially had as Venom, but then I changed my opinion because I've always thought that Venom was kind of an overrated track, but I decided to actually put Normal as my number 10. And from here on out, these are all tracks that are really good on this album, even Venom. But I decided to put Normal just because I think there are other tracks that have a deeper meaning to them, and Normal was kind of, And, you know, like I said, I'm not going to go into details, but Normal is going to be my number 10. My number 9 is the other track with Jesse Reyes, or however you pronounce it, and that would be Good Guy. I know this track has a deeper meaning, especially with the music video. We have Eminem dying in the music video, which is crazy. She kills him. I find her annoying. My personal opinion, maybe over time, maybe I need another 10 years to have a different opinion on things, but it's a decent track, but not the greatest, but certainly something I can foresee myself listening to again, so that's why I put Good Guy as my number 9. My number 8 is going to be Venom. Initially, like I said, I had this as number 10, but I changed my opinion. It's catchy. I just thought it was a little overrated, and honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of the Venom movie, and maybe I give the song too much flack because I don't like the movie. And speaking of flack, that is my least favorite Eminem song. Yes, that song is horrible. Let me know what you think about that in the comments section if you want to talk about a song that I don't like that Eminem does. So Venom is going to be my number 8. My number 7 is going to be Kamikaze. I think it's catchy. I think it's fast paced. It's fun. Maybe not my favorite, but certainly a song I could see more, or a track that I could foresee myself listening to again. So Kamikaze is going to be my number 7. We've already reached my number 6, and my number 6 is a track that at one point I probably would say is my third or fourth favorite, but now it's fallen to number 6 simply because I have underrated this album. It's greatest. I like the track. There's just 5 other tracks that have a lot more to them, and that's why greatest is my number 6. My number 5 at one point was my second favorite track on this album, and that would be The Ringer. I think it's a good combination of some funny stuff and some very serious stuff with some catchy tones in it. And to start off the album, I really liked The Ringer, but now it's fallen to my number 5 simply because there's 4 other tracks that I believe have a lot more to them. So that's why The Ringer is my number 5. My number 4 is another song that I just really apparently didn't give much of a chance to, even though it's great. I just apparently never really sat down and took the time to listen to it, multiple times in a row. I don't know what happened with his album. Maybe it had something to do with this being his first surprise album, and maybe my first listening of it wasn't as good. I don't know, but Not Alike is going to be my number 4. It's the first song that Eminem takes shots at MGK for stuff that he said back in 2012 or something like that, and it's a really deep track. Takes a few minutes for him to start talking about that stuff, but it's awesome and I like it. So that's why Not Alike is my number 4. Now, my number 3, honestly, I underrated this song or track simply because I never really gave this track a listen to. I don't know how that happened. Maybe it starts off slow and I skipped it. Need to just play the album and not stop it at all. But Fall is going to be my number 3. I've listened to this track twice in the past 24 hours now. I watched the music video of it. I'm like, oh, I don't even remember this track being on Kamikaze. So yeah, I don't know what happened with me in listening to this album. I underrated it and apparently didn't pay attention to it when I listened to it. And I've listened to the album 3 or 4 times before re-listening to it. But Fall is awesome. It's Eminem taking shots at a lot of people in the industry. And it's just, I think it's fire. Just only number 3 because there's a couple other tracks that are slightly better in my opinion, although one of them you might disagree with me on, so that's why Fall is my number 3. And for my runner-up, coming in second place, which used to be my favorite track on this album, but like I said, I haven't been the best at rating the tracks on this album before, apparently. I'm going to go with Stepping Stone. I really like this track. I'm a big fan of D12, and of course this track is all about D12, how Eminem's goal was to have each member of D12 be their own big solo artist, but that didn't happen due to Eminem's drug use, other factors including Proof dying, but I really like D12, Proof, Eminem, Bizarre, Swifty, Kanata, and Con Artist. They're awesome. I wish they would have had more albums together. I do like especially Devil's Night. I think that's an awesome fucking album. It's definitely top 5 for me. I think it's top 3. But I really like Stepping Stone. I wish the track was a little longer. It's kind of short, it seems, but it's awesome beside that. But unfortunately, it fell to number 2. So by process of elimination, you already know what my number 1 is. It's a track that I'm not really sure what happened because I never thought of this one before being one of my favorites, but re-listening to the album and watching the music video, this is straight fire, and that would be Lucky You with Joyner Lucas. I mean, Joyner Lucas snaps, Eminem snaps. It's fucking unbelievable, and I'm not sure why I never had it in the top 3 before. I don't even know where that was before because it's a very different listening of this album this time around, going off of past experiences listening to this album. So that's it. That's my ranking for Kamikaze. Remember, the Marshall Mathers LP is next, and that's one of my favorite albums of all time. We'll see where that ranks in my favorite Eminem albums ranked video that I'm going to do after that one. But let's recap this album in case you missed something. Number 11, Nice Guy. Number 10, Normal. Number 9, Good Guy. Number 8, Venom. Number 7, Kamikaze. Number 6, Greatest. Number 5, The Ringer. Number 4, Not Alike. Number 3, Fall. Number 2, Stepping Stone. And number 1, Lucky you. So let me know what you think of my ranking in the comments section. Please be sure to leave your ranking of this album in the comment section. Let me know what your favorite Eminem's albums are in order. I count Music to Be Murdered By as 2 separate albums since they came out at different times. I don't include Infinite in my ranking since that wasn't a major studio release and it really sounds different. Share the video with whomever you want. Smash that like button to help me out with the YouTube algorithm, especially if you like Eminem. Leave lots of comments, anything you can think of Eminem related. Tell me about your favorite Eminem songs that maybe aren't on an Eminem album, like Go to Sleep on Cradle of the Grave or Kill Shot or anything else. And of course, last but certainly not least, I've already said this before, but I'll say it again. Don't forget to hit that sub button. I'm trying to grow the channel. Subscribe to the channel. Join the team. Show your damn support and be a part of something special. And JDev will return.